Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy November 1st. Welcome. I am Kelly. I am an energy healer, practitioner, and intuitive. And I thank everybody so much for being here and sharing your time with me today. I will be sharing my energy insight, messages, and predictions. And I do this the first of every month. And today, when I'm done, and I've been doing this, at the end I have pulled some cards to share just some extra messages for us for the month of November, along with a mantra for us to use throughout the month. And so, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Ascending Universal Butterfly, thank you for being here. Annie Bear, CJ, Becky, thank you for being here. Who else is here? Maria, hello, honey. Thank you for being here. You know, I don't do readings on my energy insight and predictions. I just give you the information for the month. So, I think I answered maybe yesterday for you. Just hang in there. I'm sending you lots of love, Maria. And Polly, hello. Mary Starshine, hello. Sarah, hello. Scott, hello. You guys, thank you so much for being here. And, if you can, please like, share, say hi in the comments, let me know where you're from. It just really helps my channel grow. And thank you to all my new subscribers. And thank you to my subscribers that have been with me from my first one. So I am so grateful. So grateful for all of you. Barbara Berkman, hello. Thank you for being here. Scott, you're in Florida. Hello. So I will get going on this, and I've got a few pages here. So I will get going, and I'm probably not going to be paying attention to the chat while I'm going over this, but I will I'll check in with everybody when I'm done. So November intense energy for the month, and I really wish I would be able to deliver that. It's going to be a little bit lighter this month. It's going to be even amped up from October, unfortunately, but we got this. We got it. But this intense energy, we are going to see it in our relationships. We're going to see it at work, school, the markets, and shopping. And I don't know, this is I don't know how to say this, but this is my recommendation. And, and always, you guys have to follow what is in alignment with you. I personally would not recommend going out shopping on Black Friday this year. That's just my 2 cents. The energy is just really intense. I got that the energy this month is going to affect our heart, our stomach, and our nervous system. And so we're just going to need to take extra care of our heart, and really, and I know I talk about this often, of practicing peace, but we really are going to have to practice peace even more so this month. And our stomach too, we might be having some stomach issues this month, and you might find that things that you normally could eat and tolerate and drink, that you no longer can. And it's the whole ascension process. Where our bodies are all I can't, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that the things that we could tolerate, we're just not going to be able to do it anymore. And so It's going to be also really important for us to just really pay attention to the energy. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And I'm not even going to try. I'm going on 3 days with barely any sleep. So when I'm lacking sleep, I really have a hard time. Thank you guys. So really paying attention to the energy that we're surrounding ourselves with, and really paying attention to what we're listening to and watching is going to be really huge, and it always is, but this month it's really going to be important that we just are almost like in protective mode of our energy and really keeping our thoughts positive. Balance is going to be extra challenging this month. Could be. And like I said, it's not going to be for everybody, but for some people, balance could be extra challenging. And so make sure you're balancing between work, play, family, sleep, and especially fun. We need to have more fun. We need to incorporate that more. And so make sure that you're balancing that too, and having fun. Equilibrium. I get, because of the energy and the ascension, I really feel like our equilibrium is going to be affected this month. And so that's kind of the whole balancing thing too. I now I just heard ringing in the ears. And so to really just pay attention to our footing, and then I got ankles. So just be careful, like if you're taking steps, if you're out hiking, that you don't twist an ankle. This is really important for all of us, and many of us know this, but I was told that I really needed to speak about this. To really be aware of our emails in the next couple, not only this month, but for sure into November, December, and January. Pay attention to our emails, our texts, and even taking phone calls. And they said to pass this on to our loved ones. So our parents, our grandparents, anybody vulnerable, thank you. And they just, that whole vulnerable, making sure the vulnerable know this, that there's going to be phishing, because people are just in such desperate modes right now, that there's going to be a lot of phishing emails going out. I blocked your account. Your account is blocked. You have to contact this number in order, for your account to be unblocked, or we've seized your funds, stuff like that, where the vulnerable just could make that phone call and whatnot. And then also to be aware of phone calls of, and to tell our loved ones about this too, pretending to be a loved one in crisis and needing money, and not to give out our banking information to anybody. So that was really important, that, and I'm sure a lot of you know that, but to pass it on to our loved ones. I got power outages, cyber attacks, outages with our cell phones this month, and internet. And some of this has to do with Mercury retrograde. Authenticity is going to be huge this month. As our frequency continues to rise, we are going to be able to see clearly even more. I mean, we've been able to, but even more, we're going to be able to see clearly through friends, family, media, governments, BS. And they said the world is waking up. And this was kind of funny. Not all people are waking up happy, on the happy side of the bed. They said some people are waking up angry and hostile, and some may even be waking up just feeling kind of embarrassed. I got that this is a great shift for mankind and our planet. And so they said, let's continue to send love to everyone, love over hate. And this, I'm sure some of you are going to go, oh, seriously? But November, we're going to be doing a lot more clearing. And I know you guys, it's a lot of work. And I got that we're going to be clearing energetically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And it's so our soul can grow. And they literally said it's like the purge. And so, we may find ourselves just really doing deep dives and getting rid of clutter and just stuff that we no longer are in alignment with. And I also got that we're going to be clearing out a lot of old trauma from this lifetime and past lifetimes. Judgment. A lot of people are going to be purging judgment, old wounds. And they said, forgive where you can. And this allows for a huge transformations. I got AI is going to soar this month, and new technology with AI is going to be coming in. I got Bahamas, severe weather. Early winter in the Midwest and the East Coast. And earthquakes in Japan. And I got West Coast, tsunamis, and major flooding. And this major flooding, I mean, this has been a thing all of 2025, and it's going to be through the end of the year. I mean, it's just, I remember when I did my 2025 predictions, I said water, water, water. And it literally, unfortunately, a lot of people have been affected by flooding. Explosions. I got literally explosions, and then I got volcanic explosions. I do see the US bombing more ships, which is really sad. I got new attacks, and new wars. However, I did get at some point these attacks will be considered war crimes. So I do get at some point that there will be justice. And I got political violence. The tariffs are going to continue to hit the US economy hard. And I wish I had good news on inflation, but I get that inflation is going to continue to rise, and prices are going to continue to rise. Food, clothes, prescriptions. I did get to conserve where you can, and really, but it was really kind of a catch-22. I get that we really do need to conserve. But if we do have extra, I really get that we need to be helping the less fortunate out right now, because people really are having a lot of struggles right now. Again, this was last month too, and we saw it come, and it came into fruition. I talked about this for the month of October. Large companies laying off a lot of people, and Amazon did. I sometimes will post on my YouTube channel when things come into fruition, but not always, because I don't want my ego to be a part of any of this. And so I do see large companies again continuing to lay off, and unemployment rising again. So this is kind of, and this too, and I'm not saying it to instill any fear. It's all about just making us aware and being able, because we never know whatever I share and that what you can share to somebody else, how it might affect somebody and help somebody or save somebody. But with people really kind of in desperation mode, I get security is kind of, not even kind of, security is really, really crucial this month and in the coming months, especially now through the holidays with people being unemployed and struggling. I get increase in theft and robberies. And I get that we're going to start seeing them in pharmacies, grocery stores. And they said to be extra aware leaving these places. And they said, just kind of that street smart, that we were taught, keep your head on swivel, because they said, even if you've done grocery shopping and unloading your groceries, that they really want you to be aware of your surroundings when you're unloading your groceries. And not only that, they said, in this too, we know, but to be really, for the women carrying purses, handbags, to really do not set them in the cart these next few months. I mean, I would say for sure for the next 4 months, if not a little bit longer, we just need to be extra cautious and really, like, if we're putting our groceries into our vehicle, not to leave our purse sitting in the cart, or even to leave our purse sitting in the car in the coming months, because it's just people are desperate. Mental health is going to be on the forefront this month, and really, really taking care of our mental health. And they said, this is not the month to push anybody that may be just feeling like they're teetering, or just like really in the thick of it, or feeling a little bit angry. They said, if you, not to push them. And if there's anybody that of that is going through this and is really struggling, they said, help where you can and love on them more. And we have the holidays approaching, and this can be, I mean, a very, very happy, exciting, and fun time for a lot of people. But however, it can be really hard for a lot of people that have lost loved ones. And so there's a lot of extra struggles on people that may be alone. And so in these next couple months through Thanksgiving and Christmas, reaching out to them, because we have those memories that can come flooding in, and it can just make the holidays a little extra tough. So if you know of anybody, this would be the time just to reach out to them and let them know that you're thinking of them and that you love them. Our vibration, and this is amazing, our vibration is continuing to rise at a rapid rate. This ascension process can be so hard on our bodies. And not only this ascension, we have the full moon coming up November 5th. So in 4 days. And so I don't know if any of you are affected by the moon, but I really am. And so I have not been sleeping. And so this, between the moon and now the ascension, really nurture yourself and sleep when you can. And they said to create and do whatever it is that you love. If it's painting, writing, cooking, walking, whatever fills your cup, to really do more of that, because it just helps with the process. And nutrition again, and that's eating healthy, and our bodies will literally tell us what what we no longer like and what we need, and lots of water. This is interesting, and this could be this could really be a challenge for, and this too, if you align with it, so be it, and if not, but this is what I got. If anybody feels compelled to do a 24-hour social media cleanse. They said no posting, no scrolling, no news. And a lot of us have FOMO, the fear of missing out. And so for some, it would be really, really, really hard. But they said, try it if you're called to do so. And then they said, see how it affects your body and your mind and your nervous system. And they said, did it make you feel happy? Did it make you feel sad? Did it make you feel anxious? Or did you feel calm and peace? And so if anybody is compelled to do it, I would recommend it, especially this month, because there is so much coming at us this month. And then November 9th, Mercury goes retrograde. And so we are going to have the struggles in communication, technology, travel. And it goes direct November 29th. So for the pretty much the majority of, because we're already in the cusp of it. So pretty much the whole month of November, we are going to be in Mercury retrograde. And for travel, I did get, especially around the holidays, it could be a little bit challenging. Not that you most definitely, can travel. I just got that, especially like around Thanksgiving, it could get a little bit hairy and chaotic. And then just to really just pack our patience. And that's really it. And this too, I know you guys know, but anybody out there that is going to be traveling this month, a lot of these people aren't getting paid. So remember to show them extra love, because a lot of them are going without pay. Driving this month, because the energy is just really intense and aggressive, I got that we're going to see this in people while they're driving too. So I got to be aware of aggressive drivers and aggressive behavior. But then they also showed me stop sign and stop lights. And I think what's happening is, just because the energy is so intense and there's just so much going on, that people just really are kind of at their wits' ends, and they're not thinking clearly, because they showed me people running stoplights and running stop signs and four-way stops. And so it may not be you, but it could be somebody else. And so that's why I'm sharing it, is so, when you are out and about, and you're at a stoplight, just to be aware of the other people, because their heads may be in the clouds and they may run it. And so it's just that extra, that use that extra caution, and pass that on to your loved ones too. And again, sadly, a higher number of people and pets exiting this month, and I got unexpectedly, and I talked about this last month too, and we did have a lot of people that unfortunately left our planet. Really making sure that we protect our energy this month, clearing our homes, our vehicles, and really, really looking after our loved ones. And you guys know I'm always about gratitude, but they said this month we're really going to need to step up our game on gratitude. And they said to literally be grateful for everything. And then again, because of this energy is so intense, and it's just that reminder to, and it could start, in the beginning of your day, putting that bubble of protection around you, and protecting your energy, protecting your family's energy. If somebody's going out, you can put the bubble of protection around their car as they're leaving. And then also when we're going to go online too, I think it's really important to put protection around us too. And they said, and really, really to see our blessings and count our blessings. The mantra that I got for us for November is, the light of the divine flows through me. All that falls away makes space for grace. I rise in love. I breathe in peace. I stand in oneness, and so it is. So that is the November energy insight and predictions. I am going to show you the cards that I pulled, and then I am going to go into chat and see if I missed anything. So I'm pulling. This is from the Sonia. Oh, I don't have it here. I think it's the Spirit Guides deck. Anyway, first card I get is change. And if you look at her in there, you see that she's got her wings. And I see this not only for us, but I also get this for the planet too. The huge change that we are coming into. And with change comes the growth. And for many of us, we're going to be seeing a lot of closures happening. And that being because this was a 9-year. And so a lot of closures. And now we're winding the end of the year up. So, but one thing to remember, when one door closes, another one opens. And so closures are always good. And then rest, that we will probably require a little extra rest this month, and give yourself that grace and permission to do so without feeling guilty. And then lastly, surprise. So maybe surprise somebody, surprise yourself. I got surprise. I think right now and in this coming month, we could all use a few surprises. That card reminds me of Taylor Swift. This one here, I bet. I love that. Scott says he's been sleeping more. Lorraine, you got your spirit animal book. Oh, I am so happy. Yep, I got mine right here. Terry, hello. Hi. Julie, hello. Julie, can I say, oh yeah, you just said Julie's putting up her Christmas tree today. I love that. You know what? It's really all about what's making us feel good. I mean, I think if I could leave my Christmas tree up all year round, because the lights are so soothing and comforting, I absolutely love it. I love that we surprised ourselves and and so there you started the first of the month out with a surprise. I love that. And for any of you, Lauren, hello. Any of you that do the cinnamon intentions, blowing, you standing at your front door, putting cinnamon in your palm and putting your intentions into it and blowing it into your house. That would be a good thing to do today. I have not done that yet today, but typically our whole family, we do it all together. Tea Garden Chicken, hello. Naps rule. My kitty cat said so, and I agree with her, and I agree with that too. Lorraine, you did your cinnamon ritual this morning. Yay. Sarah says, I still have my stockings over the fireplace from last year. I love that. I love that. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to just quick scroll up. Oh, ascending universal butterfly. I'm so happy you like that mantra. You know, just they can be so short and simple, and they can help so much. So everybody, I hope everybody has a fabulous, fabulous November. Terry and I will be we will be doing our energy insight and predictions and show this Friday. This Friday, we typically record it, and it should be out on Friday. So Terry and I will be doing that this week. So I look forward to that. Mary Starshine, hello. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate all of you. Val, hello. Continuing intense astrology. I'm telling you guys, I can't talk. I really do need some sleep. Thank you guys for being here. Michelle, I see you. Thank you for being here. Everybody have a fabulous month, and we will see you all again soon. And Brenda, I'm just seeing you now. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.